Jaimy Blazinski, the Date Doctor, and it is my mission to help you find love and have fun doing it. I have heard so many mistakes that men and women make that really screw up a first date. And it's really sad because if you've got the chemistry and you're both like, wow, he's cute, wow, she's really cute, I like her, and then you blow it, it's like, you found the chemistry and you totally screwed it up. So my mission today is to help you not to screw up that first date. Are you ready to hear my advice?
I hate when a guy comes to pick you up for a date and he has no plan, has no idea where you're going, and you have to make the decision for them. They should really be more prepared when they're coming to pick you up for a first date.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good one. The guy shows up and doesn't have a plan. Listen guys, if you have a date with a lady, you want to find out what she likes. Find out what she likes to eat. Where does she live? What's a convenient spot? When you pick up your date or plan a date, you have to pick the place, guys. When you show up and you're like, oh, or you call her and you're like, oh, I don't know, what should we do? What would be a convenient spot? You sound really insecure, and that's the turnoff. So if you're afraid that picking the wrong place is going to turn her off, it's not. It's not being able to make the decision that's the turnoff. So always come prepared and have a great idea. And if she really likes you, she's just going to appreciate whatever you suggest.
You know, one of my biggest pet peeves is when I go out to eat and the guy has the worst table manners. I mean, he orders ahead of me or he orders for me, and then he, uses the wrong utensils and then he gets it all over his face. I mean, it grosses me out.
Oh, terrible table manners is a huge issue. The first thing is when you enter the restaurant, you need to walk up and say table for two. If you're kind of standing back awkwardly, she's gonna do that. And then it's like she's not being taken care of. It's almost like opening the car door. You want to be able to show, like, you're worthy, I can handle this, I can respect you. I'm gonna walk up, I'm gonna get us a table. And when you sit down, don't grab the menu and be like, what's on the specials today? Don't grab the menu and be like, oh, what's on special today? You want to relax for a minute. Enjoy your date. Don't be so hungry. Like, the food will be there in an hour. You don't need to just eat immediately. And another big one, let the lady order first. I know that some guys don't know this, but it's really important. You say, sometimes a waitress doesn't know that, especially if the guy's really cute. She looks right at the guy and says, oh, what will you be having? They don't always know that the lady's supposed to order first, so you need to know that.
How about the idiot that talks about his ex all the time and how he has to pay child support and never gets to see his kids? I mean, come on, nobody wants to hear about that.
I might have done that.
You're not dating to get a support system. You're not dating to get a therapy session. You're dating to get to know somebody and have a connection with them. If your focus is constantly on the ex, you're gonna be like, oh my God, like, go get a therapist to talk to. So put that aside. Decide before you walk out the door. All right, my ex is really making me mad. I'm really stressed out about this, but I'm not going to think about this. I'm going to lead with the parts of me that are better, the fun, happy, great, cool things about me, not the stuff about my ex. Especially, no one wants to know your court order, your child support, your visitation, your alimony. That is way, way, way later. Let that go for now.
If you ever have a guy show up to the first date and he's dressed like a bum, he's wearing a ripped t-shirt and is just not dressed appropriately for a first date when you're going out to a nice restaurant.
It's horrible.
Guys, you need to know how to dress. I mean, I can't do a whole segment on how to dress, but like black socks and white sneakers, really not cool. Jeans that you've had since 1986, you need to get rid of them. And my biggest peeve, if you're losing your hair and you've got like the Homer Simpson 3 strands, women think bald is way sexier than trying to cover up the bald. So go for it and own it. And if you don't really know anything about style, ask somebody. You can walk into any store at the mall and say, hey, I have a date and I really don't know how to shop. What do I wear? And somebody would be glad to help you figure that out, especially if you're spending money in their store. So you deserve to look great.
I hate it when I'm out with a guy and all they do is just talk about the South. They just on and on and on, and I can't get a word in. It's awful.
Guys, you need to shut up and listen to your date. They often complain that you're just bragging, and you think like, oh, she's gonna love to know I was captain of the football team in high school. Oh, and she's gonna love to know I got a promotion last year. They really don't care. Women really want to see that you are interested in them and that you can respond to what they find interesting. So ask her about her day. Ask her something funny that happened in the day so that she can share something that was really cool about her day. Don't just keep talking about yourself.
I can't stand it when the girl's always messing around with her makeup, like constantly throughout dinner or whatever. It's awful.
You think that you don't look great on your date and you start pulling out your makeup and you're like talking to them and you're putting your lipstick on and you're looking in your compact. I swear to you, most of the time, guys think that either you look better without all that extra makeup on or they think you look exactly the same. So don't worry about it. They like you. They are more comfortable with a girl that looks natural and they can see what you look like. No guy wants to bring a girl home eventually and have her pull out hair extensions and fake eyelashes and all this makeup come off and be like, whoa, what was under there? Just trust yourself that you're beautiful and you don't need to be so nervous and anxious about it because that's kind of weird to guys.
I hate it when I take a girl out and all I hear about is her exes and how crappy they treated her. It's like, I just met you, give this guy a chance before you start nagging all of us.
Perfect. When you talk about your ex-boyfriends and how badly they treated you, when you say things like, these guys that never called and they treated me like crap and they never made me a priority, what you're basically saying is that you allow men to treat you like crap. And you know what that does? That actually tells them that you're sort of this low-hanging fruit that they can mistreat. And they're like, wow, that, a really classy, nice guy is gonna be like, I don't want a girl that would put up with that crap. And a jerk, a guy you really want to repel, is gonna be like, all right, I can treat this girl like crap. So remember, you want to repel these jerks and attract these nice guys. The way to do that is to show them that you require respect and that you're worthy and that you want to be treated well. And then you will have exactly what you want from that.
Okay. How about when they give you their life plan and you haven't even had an appetizer yet and they're telling you how many kids you're gonna have and everything?
True.
Oh my goodness.
Terrible.
Dating suicide is when you tell the new guy you're dating that you want to have 3 kids and you'd like to be married within a year. I know a lot of women feel like, well, I don't want to waste my time with a guy that doesn't want to get married. Well, I'm going to tell you something. You are going to scare every guy away before you even get a chance to find out if they're open to those things. And for me personally, my husband told me on the first date that he wasn't interested in having kids, and that changed. So don't ask those questions too soon and expect an honest answer. You ask a guy very quickly, so how many kids do you want to have? His radar went up that this girl is nuts and she's way too aggressive, and he's just like, none, because he wants to get out of there because that is way too fast for a guy. So trust it, take it slow, and if it's meant to be, and if you have the same shared values, you're gonna get that, and you're gonna be a lot happier than pushing him away.
I hate it when I go out with a girl and she starts talking all this drama about work. She didn't get a promotion because so-and-so is prettier, or what office romance is going on. I really don't care about that.
Women are drama queens. I mean, I know this from just standing at the bus stop in my neighborhood. You hear all the moms like, did you hear this and did you hear that? If you think you might be a drama queen, you probably are. And if you want to be this drama queen in your little network of girlfriends or with your sisters or your family, all right, that's up to you. But if you're going on a first date, guys hate drama. They don't care what the conversation was at the water cooler at work. They don't care about the argument you had with your sister. That stuff is so petty to them and it's boring. So don't even go there. Don't even bring it up. If you need to talk about or unload something before the date, call your friend on the way to the date. You can say, oh, this happened and blah, blah, blah. But the guy's just plain not interested. So figure out what's interesting about you. Think about your hobbies, your passions, the things you're curious about, and lead with that, because that is going to attract a guy and keep him interested far longer than the cheesy drama.
You ever go out with a girl and immediately she's got her hands on your body, touching your leg and stuff like that? It's like you're getting into a physical contact and you're 2 minutes into the date. It's unbelievable.
Oh, just because you're just so hot that the girls just can't keep their hands off of you.
I know.
Eric's right on that. Too much PDA, public display of affection, it's really annoying. Now, a lot of times women do this because they want the guy to reciprocate and give them the attention back, and that shows a huge red flag to men. It shows that you're needy, that you want somebody to be touching you and already first date showing you that you're attractive. You want to own this and feel great about yourself and not have to grab for their attention like that. And the other thing is, someone that's rubbing the guy's leg on the first date, you're sending a message that you might go home with them. And you don't do that on the first date. I often tell women, wear the granny panties and don't change your cat litter so that you're not even tempted to invite the guy back. Because bringing a guy home too soon is gonna get you a fun night, but it's not gonna get you a guy that really respects you and wants to spend time with you. And if that's what you're looking for, you need to respect yourself. Finding your perfect match can be a real challenge. And if you can just figure out the things that you're doing that are screwing it up, that is the key to changing everything. Some people will watch this video and they'll be like, oh, I never do that, and oh, that doesn't happen, and they don't want to own it. But other people will watch it and go, oh my God, I'm the one that complained about my ex, and they'll realize the mistake they made. It's almost like they have that epiphany, and then they get to change the way they date forever. Unfortunately, you can't go back to your ex-boyfriend and say, I realized I was a drama queen, I realized I was really annoying. It's too late for that. Don't look back with any regrets. Just look forward and make your next first date a really good first date by taking the tips that we talked about today. Thanks for joining us, and I wish you the best.